Hi, good afternoon. It's Louise here, and today I'm going to be talking about making a decision so those beliefs come true. And there's two things I'm going to be talking about today. Firstly, about something that's happened in my own life, and secondly, something that's happened in one of my clients' lives. So I'll just start off with myself. As many of you know, I've struggled with a relationship with my mum for many, many years. And it wasn't until I made the decision that things were going to change. I was going to change. And when I made that decision, I had no idea what I was going to do, and I had no idea how I was going to do it. But I sought help all those years ago, and it completely changed my life. So let's roll forward a few years now, and I've got many goals. I've got many things I believe in. I've got many passions, many desires, personal, business, on the home front, health. So today I'm going to talk about a goal that my husband and I have. And this is to return back to the UK within the next 15 to 2 years. So 15 months to 2 years is our time scale that we plan to live back in the UK. And we want to build our own home and have found a piece of land that we want to build our home on. Now that's nothing short of a miracle, because it wasn't that long ago we were in a very dire financial situation, which we have also managed to turn around. But that's another story. But today I want to talk to you about this piece of land that we were hoping to build our new home on. And for the last 18 months, we've been going backwards and forwards with letters, because we're trying to fight for planning permission for this particular piece that we've absolutely fallen in love with. Well, only just recently, about 10 days ago, we heard that this land has fallen through, it'll never be built on, and it's been thrown out. So the council have thrown all the paperwork out. End of story. So for about half an hour our dreams were shattered, and we were pretty devastated, because I thought this was it. This was the piece of land. It was a perfect spot of land about 20 miles down the road from my mum and dad. So, miracle of miracles, that evening my mum is on the phone to us, and she's actually offered for us to live in a little cottage that she rents out just down the road from her for a year. So we can return to the UK, we can live in Mum's cottage, and we can then seek the land and source it from the UK, because it really is too difficult to try and do this from Dubai. So now we've actually got a better opportunity, because the stress is off, the pressure is off. We don't have to do all this from Dubai. So my message to you is, you've got to keep your goal at the forefront of your mind. You've got to believe it's going to happen, because if you give up there and then, it won't happen. But I kept that belief was so strong within me, it was going to happen. I didn't know how. My land had gone. But miracle of miracles, Mum has offered for us to live in her little cottage. So that's what we're doing. We're going to be doing that within the next 15 months to 2 years, when we tie up things with business and etc., because our eldest daughter is still living with us in Dubai as well. So that is having that real belief, and when you have that real belief, it will happen, but not in the way you think. I could never ever have imagined in a million years that Mum was going to make us that offer. Now back to one of my clients this week. I've had an amazing week, and I think there's nothing more incredible than when clients have breakthroughs, because when you're with someone who has such a shift, it is unreal, and that's why I do what I do. That's the exciting part. And this week, one lady came to me a few months ago now, and she came with a list of people that she wanted to change. So she came with 10 people, and these 10 people, she said, so-and-so's done this to me, and they should treat me like this. And there was a great big list of all these things that these people should be doing, and the behaviour that they should be projecting onto her. So she said to me, can you change these people? And I said, well, not exactly. it won't work out the way you think, but we will make a change. Just bear with me and we'll see how we work together. But I need you to make a decision that you are going to change. And she did. And she didn't know how, but she put the trust in me. She didn't trust herself. She didn't believe herself, but she put the trust in someone who believed in her. Anyway, this week, miracle of miracles, she comes with her piece of paper, and these 10 people that she originally came with, because she kept this piece of paper, have all changed. Now, what she means is these people actually haven't changed. She's changed so much. She sees all these people in such a different light. To her, they have changed. So this is really exciting when you make that decision. When you make a decision and you have that belief, I promise you miracles happen. Now, we aren't predisposed to believe in ourselves. We aren't wired to believe in us first. It's a bit like the green eye, blue eye model I use very early on with the ladies that I help. If you look into the mirror right now and you see that you have blue eyes, and then you ask all your friends, all your family members, your work colleagues, what colour your eyes are, and they tell you you've got brown eyes, you are going to believe them. And then when you go back to your mirror, you see the blue eyes. And this becomes a confusion because you're not believing who you are, you're believing everybody else. And that's actually how we're wired. So the first step to get over that is to find somebody, either a friend, someone you trust, a family member, a therapist, a counsellor, a coach, just someone who believes in you, and make that decision to make that change in your life. And your belief will grow. I promise you, it's simply amazing. So here I am. I'm still got my house. My house is still my goal. This beautiful oak-framed house is still my goal. But it isn't going to be on that piece of land. I don't know where it's going to be. I don't know how I'm going to get it. But I know that's where I'm going to be living. So I really hope that's given you some inspiration today for what you want in life. Make that decision. You can do this. Thanks very much for listening. Take care. Bye.